Hey guys, so today I'm gonna post something different and maybe more than once. Today we're talking about the smartest stickman in Stickfigures factory, in my opinion. Make sure to drop a like or subscribe if you're extra generous, because I don't know. So let's start the first one. So the first one that we're talking about is Contestant 12. I know the only dumb thing he did was step on Contestant A and kill him, but the rest of his gameplay was pretty good. Here's a clip. He did a flip. And as you can see, he used the slopes and did slide down to avoid the ball. But unfortunately, it was just too slow with the slide, which caused him to die. Yeah. Anyway, our next character is... This has to be the most obvious pick because of how fast he was. And then he slowed down a bit so that he could pass the factory with ease. So he uses his speed because he probably analyzed the cost best. And then he started slowing down, noticing what's happening. They cut some air and then made it. Now this is the most obvious pick. So in my next part, we're not counting winners by... Wait, no, forget. So the third guy we're talking about is Contestant Aid, Stickfigures Factory 3. So he does pretty basic, but does a flip and then realizes the two paths. He decides the bomber is the best so far. So because of that, he knows exactly what to do. But unfortunately for him, the acid pill is too high, causing him a whole factory and making him die. So he was checking the cost fully. So anyway, the next guy is Brett. So Brett knows Greg, and after that they decided to go pretty fast. But they knew what they were doing, so they grabbed onto that and then made it close to the end. They started following Oliver J for a bit until they said hi to the camera, and then kind of like lost their speed, making them jump into the crusher and make them die, making them also close. So yeah, the next guy is Ombres. So he did it very basic, which got him halfway, but used the top aisle. And then the best part that he did was when he started at the fan, somewhere close over here, because he was fast enough to avoid the fan, unlike the other two, and only died because the spike was too fast. Anyway, the sixth one that I'm going to talk about is Planta. So Planta was just in the middle of everything, in the middle of this whole treadmill situation where two stickmen here died. But instead of tripping, he jumped, causing the other black guy to die. And also he knew how to land, so he landed pretty cool. But The only problem that I had was this was a ramp, because that caused him to get knocked out and die. Which is making our next guy. So, this was a pretty interesting one, but I chose Raven. They died pretty early, but they had the best recovery going crawling instead of just jumping and running, making them slow and small. And they kept holding onto the ground so they could survive the last round of the time. But they were just too slow to reach the factory. They died. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And leave a like and subscribe. And also please subscribe to the Stickman, because he created the Stick vs Factory series, and you should give him a lot of support for that. So, bye guys. If you want more videos for this, like and sub.